Hi there, how's it going? So I'm out on another adventure, a rainy trip into the Kaimais by the look of it. So that's Mangamuka Hut behind me. I spent a lovely night in there last night. So I'm heading off now tonight. Not sure where I'm going to stay, but I'm in the tent tonight. So we'll just sort of see where we end up and how it goes. I guess it's going to depend on the rain as well. So join me if you will. Wet, rainy walk in the Kaimais. Let's go, shall we? I'm right at the top of a ridge, and you can peer through the trees. You should be able to get quite spectacular views back down to the Waikato, Matamata, etc., Hauraki Plains. But well, clouds right down on the ridge, and the rain's only spitting, so it's nothing to worry about at all. But it would be nice to be rewarded for that climb by having a look at the views, but not to be. There's no point in me even showing you them. All you're going to see is white. Anyway, we'll carry on. So behind me is Te Whare Okioki, which is one of the serviced huts in the Kaimais. It's a rather nice place to stay. I've been here before, but if you want to have a look inside the hut and do a tour of it, I'll link a video in the description below from my last visit where I stayed the night here, and you can see the track in and out, and you can have a tour of the hut. Well, it's a good thing I bought a little bit of this. I was walking along the north-south track, and I managed to spot a wasp's nest, but unfortunately I spotted the wasp's nest just in time to go, holy shit, that's a wasp's nest, and by then I got stung 4 times on my leg. So a little bit of cream on there, should be all right. I'm not allergic to them, thank goodness. Anyway, we'll have a quick bite to eat here. Well, it's not getting any drier out there. I think we'll stick the pack cover on. I should have put it on earlier actually, but I just never thought of it. So you can probably see the signpost behind me. I'm on the junction of the north-south track and Te Tui track. If I turn around and if I go that way, that's the way I came. I came up the Te Tui track, I turned right and headed for Mangamuka Hut, and then did a big circuit around the hut, back through past Te Whare Okioki, and I've ended up here. Now, dock times, they're saying that it's about 3 hours to Mangamuka, and I took about 3.5, but it's pretty slippery, the rain and the wet, and it tells me that there's another 2 hours to the Wairere Falls, and that's pretty much where I wanted to go, the Wairere Falls. I have plans to camp somewhere up there in the rain, but hey, you can't have everything. So wow, first bit of thunder, and from the sound of it, might not be the last. So rain's getting a bit heavier now, but yeah, I think we'll be all right, other than staying in a tent with carving poles. Let's hope there's no lightning, but no, we'll be right. So we're going to head now for Wairere Falls, and along the Wairere track, which is that away, and a couple of hours, see how we get on, shall we? Go on, let's go. So I came around the corner and it's still a bit gloomy and misty, and the sun just breaking through every now and then. And well, I saw that tree behind me, and it's my own fault for watching Jurassic Park before I went on this trip. Got a hell of a fright. I know, it looks like a tree, but I tell you, when you walk around in the mist, it certainly looked a bit frightening. Well, I don't know about the weather. I just stopped for a quick drink and a bite, and I'm looking up through the trees, and I can't see any blue sky, but every now and then there's a little bit of sun comes through. So maybe the rain's on its way. It's still spinning, it's still raining sort of as you walk through, so hard to know. But oh yeah, look, just as I said that, the sun's gone again, and I can't see any blue sky, just grey. Oh well, we'll just keep going anyway. Well, here I am. I'm at the old Wairere Falls Hut site, just looking at the sky, blue sky and big thick black clouds. So I'm not sure that the rain's finished yet. We get a bit of blue sky, then we get then the heavens open up, and I think we're due for a rain shortly. So I'm going to find a place to camp in this clearing. I've camped here before, it's a good spot. This is where the old hut used to be before it was removed, and it's quite a nice place. We've got some water just well, 5 minutes away, not even that, so good spot. And I'll just hunt around and see if I can find all the flat spots that I've seen are boggy, not surprises from the rain. So I'm just going to see if I can find a flat spot that isn't boggy, and that's where we'll put the tent. I don't know, I just said that the sun had come out, didn't I? And now look at it, raining again. So I was about to set up my tent, but I just think I'll wait till it stops raining. Hopefully it's not going to be too long, but we'll just give it a break and see what happens. I think there might be a break in the weather. I'll go down and get some water first, and then come back and set up, see how we go. Well, there I am behind me, just there. Took advantage of a small break in the rain. Still got my raincoat on because, well, there's a lot of rain coming down from the trees, as you can imagine. But But I got myself set up behind me. Can you see that? There it is there. So should be quite comfy there. We're in a nice little spot, and I think I'll be fine for the night. As long as the wind doesn't blow too much, we're going to be okay. Yeah, don't care if it rains, but as long as the wind doesn't blow too much. It's raining now again, so I'm going to have some backcountry beef stroganoff. It's about all I can cook in the tent like this. So here I am hiding in the tent. I've got my stove going outside, boiling away, and we'll have some backcountry. Well, let's try this out, see how it's going. Nothing like a backcountry beef stroganoff, I can tell you that. Oh man, it's a bit hot. Oh, let's have a look. Oh yeah, nice chunks of meat, rice, bit of corn, yeah, perfect. Oh man, that is hot. Lovely. Well, as you can probably hear, the rain's actually stopped. I'd say for the time being, just looking at the clouds out there, it won't be long before it starts up again. But be a lot nicer if I could sit out there and quietly enjoy my dinner or a cup of coffee or something like that. So given that that it looks pretty much like it's going to start up again, I'm going to have a bit of an early night. It's getting on a bit now, so I'm going to have an early night. And if anything happens during the night, I think you should know. I'll bring you back. But otherwise, see you in the morning. Good night. Oh, I hear that. Just on cue, rain starts up again. Morning. How's it going? Well, it stopped raining. I don't know for how long, just looking at the weather. She's pretty dark and pretty dank and pretty overcast. The sun should have come up about half an hour ago, so it's still very, very bleak. I did well in my tent back there, as you can see. Although I don't get this camping in the rain thing. I mean, all night it rained. All night, rain on the tent. But that would be all right if it was just rain on the tent. But it comes, it goes, it's heavy, it's light, the trees drip. Man, I had a terrible night's sleep. Kept me awake all night. We had a few mighty gusts of wind come through as well, which shook the tent. So what with the wind, the rain, the noise, yeah, not a very good night's sleep. So the plan this morning, such as it is to head down the Wairere Falls track, and I'm getting collected down the bottom. I'll have a quick look at the falls just to see, and mind you, if the weather's anything to go by, there's certainly not going to be much to look at. But that's the plan for today. So we'll have a pack up in a minute. I'll just finish my coffee. We'll have a pack up in a minute and head down the Wairere Falls track. I'm going to take a chance on the rain holding off. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but I'm not too far from the falls. It's only a short walk, and then we're probably, what, an hour and a half, maybe, hour and 3/4 to go down. It'll be pretty bloody slippery, to be fair, so might take a little bit longer, but it's generally only an hour and a half from the top of the falls to the bottom. So there I am. That's where I was. So as usual, leave no trace. You know the story. If you pack it in, pack it out, etc. So there we go. So this is probably my favorite camping spot in the Kaimais. I come here often. It's a beautiful spot. There's a little bit of water down there, and depending on which way you come in, you can make it an easy walk or a long walk. The old Wairere Falls Hut site, and this is where I camp. Come on out, you'll enjoy it. It's a great spot. Let's go, shall we? Well, here I am, top of the falls, and it's blowing its guts out, as you can see. Not much of a view, but you can see out. I think actually it might end up being a fine day, but yeah, she's not pretty out there. So the falls are 30 minutes from the campsite, no more than that, and then an hour and a half down. So pretty easy, really. Great spot. Let's carry on, shall we? It's the end of another great little adventure. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see me thrashing around in the rain again, have a look at that video up there, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.